All right, who should Canelo fight next? Um, I've seen a lot of uh, names being dropped. Uh, the biggest of those names and the most appealing is Cotto. Um, Obviously, I would love to see Canelo fight Lara. I would love to see a rematch with Trout. Um, for those of you who think Trout won, Trout lost that fight. He didn't lose by much, but he lost. He did not win that fight. There's that's that's pretty much. It's not just the point of view, um, but beyond that, I think that Trout did enough to solidify a rematch. It was that close. I mean, in my eyes, the knockdown really made a huge difference in that fight. Uh, and also, uh, Trout's accuracy rating dropped significantly in that fight, uh, landing around, I don't know the exact number, but it's somewhere around 20% of his total punches. Um, so, throughout the fight, even though when Canelo wasn't doing anything offensively, defensively, he was making Trout miss, which was scoring in my eyes. But that's you know, it's over. Um, a rematch should be coming up. If Trout doesn't lose any fights uh, from here on out, Erzlandi Lara and Trout would be a great fight. But right now, I want to talk about Canelo. Um, I think that the next fight that should be uh, official should obviously be Cotto and um, Canelo. As far as even business wise, it makes the most sense. Stylistically, I give Canelo the advantage. I think that a fighter that comes in head first, I see it. It could go like exactly like the Alfonso Gomez fight, um, but the only difference is that Alfonso Gomez does not have Cotto's power. Alfonso Gomez was able to land some clean shots on Canelo. I do think that Canelo improved on his defense since that fight, so I don't think that, maybe that's not the best fight to compare. But if there was another fight I would compare, it would probably be Mosley and Canelo. Um, so without trying to, I guess, putting those comparisons aside, Cotto has a huge chance of winning that fight, though. I think out of all the matchups, Erislandy Lara, Austin Trout, Carlos Molina, um, and Miguel Cotto, I think Miguel Cotto is the most dangerous fighter out of all of them. And this is not because of Cotto's last fight. I know Cotto beat Rodriguez um, convincingly. He knocked he it could have been a knockout, but it was a TKO. The ref ended up getting in the way and stopping the fight once he saw that Rodriguez just had enough. Um, so, my opinion, Cotto Canelo, it should be official. I would support Cotto taking Martinez. I would love to see that fight as well. If he doesn't pick Canelo, that's fine. Um, I'm a uh, I'm a fan of both fighters, and I think that as at this point, Cotto should do whatever he feels would solidify his name. Um, he's been working too hard to just be brushed under the rug. I I don't think I really don't think that he should cut himself short and sell himself short. So if he feels that he deserves a bigger paycheck now, take the Canelo fight. If you feel that you want to break records and yet another become a world champion in another division, go ahead and do that, and I will support both fights. I think both fights would be amazing fights. Canelo versus Cotto. As a Canelo fan, I would love to see that fight. I think it would be great for Canelo's career. Canelo would really, really, really need this fight as far as name wise. There are very few of those old names left. There's Martinez, there's Marquez, Timothy, not Timothy Bradley, Marquez, Pacquiao, Mayweather. These names have been around for since 2000 all the way till now. Um, even before that with Mayweather and some of these other fighters. Martinez has been around for a really long time. So some of these fighters are leaving Cotto as well, and they're looking to close out their careers. So having fights with these fighters while they're still winning would be great for anybody. Uh, Canelo, in my opinion, I would favor him. He's the younger, he's the bigger, maybe not the stronger fighter, but as far as skill wise, he is technically sound, and I think that he he has a slight edge in this fight. And looking at Canelo, a lot of people might throw him under the bus or put him off to the side because of his last loss. And who did he lose to? Uh, uh, what I saw is he got outboxed by the pound for pound best boxer in the world. That's what happened. So he didn't get knocked down. He didn't get knocked out. He didn't get bloodied. He got a little bruise in his eye. You know what you would expect to happen when you're in the ring with pound for pound best fighter in the world or boxer, best boxer in the world. Um, so I think that loss is not to be discredited. Of course it's a loss is a loss, but also it's not enough for me to see that Canelo is all hype or enough to see that Canelo does not have a chance against Cotto. Um, so in the end, I think this fight is actually going to come true. It seems like the most logical, sensible way to go, but Cotto has a mind of his own, and he's going to pick whatever he decides is best for him. And these fights are going to be anything but exciting. Um, there's definitely like a new age of boxing coming up, and it's almost like the 90s with the heavyweights, but now it's going to be with welterweights and middleweights. And there's a lot of exciting fights back to back, and there's exciting fights in the future that we can just see unfolding. And there's a lot of fights that we're going to not be able to see because of the whole problem with um, Top Rank and Golden Boy. But regardless, there's still other fights that we could see that are still just as exciting, and may even be uh, they may even be um, more entertaining to watch than the potential Manny Pacquiao versus Mayweather fight or something like that. Even though I would love to see Marquez versus Broner or you know Timothy Bradley um, versus let's say Mayweather or Even if he moves up to fight Canelo, I would love to see that. There's a lot of potential fights that can happen between these two promotional companies, but there's also a lot of fights that can happen within. So Cotto, it's all up to him. I don't know where he's at. As far as I've heard, I thought he was a free agent. I know this fight was promoted by Top Rank. By I don't know. I don't know exactly what could happen. So if if he's signed to a couple more fights with Top Rank, I don't know if Top Rank will allow him to get in the ring with Canelo. Uh, and I don't know if this will be a fight that I know Golden Boy is going to push for, but we don't know what Bob Arum is going to do on his end. If Cotto is a free agent, I say take that fight. Take Canelo right now while you can. Canelo just came off a loss, and this loss is almost the reason also why I would favor Canelo though. I kind of I kind of think that Canelo's gonna come in and he's gonna try to make a point. I think Canelo's gonna. I feel sorry for the poor soul that has to fight Canelo next. So I don't know. I don't know if I want Cotto to fight him right away. It's a tough decision. So who should Canelo fight next? I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. You guys let me know. Who do you guys think Canelo should fight next? Pretty much it's his call. He has all these fighters that would be, willing to take a paycheck. And should he go and take the safer route, in my opinion, physically safer and fight Lara? Because Lara. Not to say that Lara can't beat him. So I'm not saying that it's safe that way, where it's an obvious win. I feel more like physically safer. I think that Cotto will have a higher chance of knocking out Canelo. So I don't know. Who do you guys think? Do you guys think he should take Cotto, Lara, Molina, a rematch with Trout? All of these are a possibility. Um, and uh, and and what do you guys and who do you guys think would win with whatever matchup you decide? Uh, I think that the fans should speak up and say what they think the fight that they would want to see. I mean, all of these fights are great fights, so it's really win-win for everybody. So please leave a comment. Let me know uh, who should fight Canelo next and who would win in that fight. All right. So this is Aztec 101, and I'm out.